Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there stood an old, dilapidated house that had captured the curiosity of the townsfolk for generations. The house had been abandoned for as long as anyone could remember, and it had become a local legend, rumored to be haunted. The windows were shattered, the paint was peeling, and an eerie silence seemed to envelop the property. But the most peculiar thing about the house was the strange contraption hidden within its walls, a time machine. No one knew who had built it or why, but the townsfolk whispered tales of its supernatural power, capable of transporting people through time. The stories ranged from the miraculous to the terrifying, and the mere mention of the time machine sent shivers down their spines. One day, a brave young man named Jack, fueled by his insatiable curiosity, decided to uncover the mysteries of the house for himself. With trepidation in his heart and a flashlight in his hand, he ventured into the decrepit dwelling. The house creaked and groaned with each step he took, as if it were trying to discourage him from going any further. Jack found himself in a dimly lit room, cluttered with dusty furniture and forgotten memories. In the corner, obscured by cobwebs, he spotted the mysterious time machine. Its metallic frame gleamed dully in the weak light, and its controls beckoned to him, almost tauntingly. Despite the chill that crawled up his spine, Jack couldn't resist the allure of the machine. As he approached, a flickering light illuminated the room, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Jack hesitated but couldn't turn back now. He reached out and touched the machine, and a surge of electricity coursed through his veins. The machine whirred to life, and Jack's heart pounded in his chest. With a burst of energy, the time machine activated, its gears spinning wildly. A blinding flash enveloped Jack, and when he opened his eyes, he found himself in a different time, a time long forgotten. The landscape was desolate and barren, with twisted trees and crumbling ruins as far as the eye could see. Fear gripped him, realizing he was truly lost in time. As Jack explored the eerie wasteland, he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Shadows danced in the corners of his vision, and whispers echoed through the air, tormenting his mind. The once curious young man was now filled with overwhelming anxiety, as if an unseen force was tightening its grip on his soul. Days turned into weeks, and Jack grew weaker with each passing moment. The isolation and constant fear consumed him, and he was desperate to find a way back home. In a last-ditch effort, he returned to the time machine, determined to reverse his fate. But as Jack reached out to activate the controls, a chilling voice echoed through the chamber, causing his heart to skip a beat. "You cannot escape," the voice hissed, its icy breath sending a shiver down Jack's spine. "You have become a prisoner of time." A horrific realization washed over Jack. He had fallen into the clutches of the time machine itself, trapped forever between the dimensions. The machine had lured him in, exploiting his curiosity, only to condemn him to an eternity of torment. As the truth dawned on him, the time machine began to shake violently, as if mocking Jack's futile attempt to escape. With a deafening roar, the machine imploded, leaving no trace of its existence. And in that final moment, Jack vanished into thin air, his fate sealed in the depths of time. And so, the legend of the haunted time machine endured, etching itself into the minds of those who dared to hear the tale. The townsfolk learned a chilling lesson: curiosity could lead to a fate worse than death, and some mysteries were better left untouched.